Hey, what's happening, people? It's Bannock here with another video, and today we are going over Batman White Knight #1, which I think this is like a 1 of 12 book, or 1 of 8 book, but this is by Sean Murphy, written by Sean Murphy, and the art is done by Matt Hollingsworth, and this is an Elseworld story, so it takes place outside of the DC's main continuity, and it's an Elseworld story, so don't worry about it connecting to anything else. So basically, I'm going to give you guys a recap, and then at the end, I'm going to give my final thoughts. And yeah, let's get into it. So basically, the Batmobile pulls up to Arkham, but Batman doesn't come out. Jack Napier does. Now, if you don't know, Jack Napier is a name that the Joker used from the Batman 1989 movie. That was his actual name. They did give him an actual name, and they're actually using this name again in this story. And so what happens is Jack Napier pulls up to Arkham Asylum, and then he goes to Batman's cell, and Batman's in Arkham, and he has to ask Batman for help. Then we go to 1 year ago. This is a time jump backwards. So Batman's chasing down the Joker. He's causing a ton of property damage. He does that thing from Batman Begins where he drives on the roof, and he chases Joker into a pill disposal factory, and he pushes the guard over, like having no concern for him. And then we see Batman going through the pill disposal factory trying to find Joker, and Joker the whole time is just kind of egging Batman on, saying they're basically in a relationship, like Batman is nothing without the Joker and vice versa, and Batman's just denying it the entire time. He just wants to get this over with. And then Joker says crime is Batman's therapy and he's the bad guy, and then they fight. And then what Batman does is he takes a bottle of pills that the Joker says can cure him, and he shoves it down his throat and suffocates him. And then after this happens, we see someone walk away from it, and they film it. And then during any of this, we learn that the Joker is Jack Napier. They actually call him Jack Napier, and he is not the Joker that's like burned by acid or like bleached by acid. He just uses makeup. He's just crazy, but he's not all white. He doesn't have the green hair or anything like that. Just a normal looking guy. And then we cut to Bruce and Dick and Barbara talking, and Dick and Barbara are like, "You're going out of control, Batman." And then Batman's like, he takes him down to the Batcave, and we find out that Alfred is really sick, and he has that one disease from Batman and Robin that Mr. Freeze's wife had, McGregor syndrome. He's working with Mr. Freeze, so him and Nora can they can try to cure him and Nora. Now this is why Batman's a little edgy right now. And then we cut to the Joker, and we learn the Joker's cured through Leslie Tompkins, and he's actually super genius because he scored really high on the IQ test, and he's been working in the library, and he's studying up on crime to file charges against the GCPD for aiding Batman in his war on crime. And then he talks to Commissioner Gordon. They schedule like a sort of meeting, and Gordon's like, "We got you pinned down. You're the Joker. You've caused so much trouble." And then he tells Gordon, if the GCPD doesn't arrest Batman, he'll sue the GCPD because he knows that they've been aiding him. Because in this universe, it's not really concrete fact that that Batman is being aided by the GCPD. It's just a rumor, and it's even just a rumor that Batman exists. GCPD is sort of pinned in a corner right now about arresting Batman or not. My overall thoughts so far on issue 1. This is my favorite Elseworld story right now, because at the moment, issue 1 and 2 are out right now. I'm going to do issue 2 in a separate video. Each issue is going to get its own video. I really do enjoy this series right now. I really like the Joker's character. I'm glad he's going to be the main character and not Batman, because we haven't seen Joker in a decent story since War of Jokes and Riddles, but I kind of wanted something more with Joker in it. I want legit Joker. But now we're getting Jack Napier, and he's actually a really cool character right now, and I think he's awesome. And yeah, I really suggest getting this book. This is really like one of the books that I suggest spending the extra $1 for, because normally comics are $3, and I think this was $4 or $5. But it will be worth it. At least I hope it will, because issue 3 hasn't come out yet, but I'm so excited. Sean Murphy seems really promising. I love Gotham, and it's time I paid her back for the debt owed by the Joker. The city deserves better than you, better than the Joker, and better than the Dark Knight, so I'm going to be her White Knight.
Hey, I want a girl like Lana Del Rey. I see her in my mind. Hey, I want a girl like Lana Del Rey. I see her in my mind. Hey, I want a girl like Lana Del Rey. I see her in my mind. Hey. I want a girl like Lana Del Rey.